Hello and good morning, everyone. In our today's discussion, we are going to see drug nomenclature. Drug nomenclature simply means a scientific way of assigning name to drugs. As we all know, drugs have different names. Sometimes we get confused. Okay, in our today's section, we are going to see how drugs are named. Actually, each drug has three names, which are number one, the first name is generic name. Then number two, we have brand name, and number three, we have chemical name. So each drug has three names. Number one, and probably the most important, is the generic name. Generic name is the worldwide accepted name of a drug, and ideally all clinical prescriptions should be written in generic. The reason is, once we write prescription in generic, that prescription, wherever it's taken to, it will be understood and interpreted easily. And this generic name is also known as international non-proprietary name, INN, international non-proprietary name, because no one owns the name. It is international non-proprietary name. Then number two, brand name, also known as trade name, or business name. Okay, this is a name of drug assigned by the manufacturer. Each manufacturer of a drug has the right to assign a name to that drug, okay, for market purposes, and that name is called brand name or trade name. It is usually denoted by letter R superscript to showcase that this is brand name or trade name. Then we have what is called chemical name. Chemical name is the name of drug derived from its chemical structure. We count how many hydrogens are there, how many carbons are there. We then assign a name to that drug. That one is called chemical name. It is commonly utilized when it comes to drug synthesis and manufacturing, and that's where we use chemical name. So these are the three names of a drug. There is an important point for us to understand. Generic name, a single generic name can have multiple brand names. Let me give us example. We all know a drug that is called diclofenac. An analgesic, right? This drug, the name diclofenac, is actually generic name. It can have multiple names. Okay, each company that produces diclofenac can give it a name. Example of brand names of diclofenac, at least we have Voltaren, right? We have Olfen. There are plenty. We have Cataflam. All these, they are brand names. They are, what they contain is nothing but diclofenac, but they are produced by different companies. That's the meaning of brand names, and this is the generic name. While actually, as I said, chemical name, you have to check the leaflet. Okay, remove the leaflet, you see, go to the chemical composition, you see the chemical name of that drug. For instance, this diclofenac, the chemical name of diclofenac is 2,2,6 dichloroanilo phenyl acetic acid. Okay, phenyl acetic acid. It is actually a derivative of acetic acid. In summary, what we are saying is, prescriptions for the healthcare workers, please, prescriptions ideally should be written in generic. It is very, very important. If you write the generic name, the patient can easily get his medications easily. And if you are writing drugs in generic and you go to buy a drug, make sure the generic is intact with what you are prescribed. Thank you so much, and see you next time.